Hey, what's that? What? That? Oh, these are just a selection of my Makita 18-volt cordless tools. Oh, what's that then? What? That one? Oh, that one. That is a B brand corded Recipro saw. Oh, why is that not a Makita 18-volt cordless Recipro saw? Well, just because I don't really have the money to buy one. Yeah, I know Scott Brown has one, and he's got lots of goodies from Makita. Now, I know that I'm not so good looking, and Scott Brown doesn't smell like garlic sausages, but I also really wanted a sponsorship from Makita. Today I'm going to start on the roof, make a beginning, reinforcing the roof rafters, tying all the structural members together in order to be able to effectively support the roof once I'm starting to chop large parts of the walls away in order to install the window frames. As you've maybe seen from previous videos, these roof rafters, they are a bit curved, they are a bit bent over time under the weight of the roof. I want to maintain that bend. I like it, it's a characteristic. But at the same time, I do want to increase the strength, support the rafters with additional rafters shaped in the curved form of the rafters as they are now. Yeah, just to maintain that characteristic curve, but at the same time reinforce the roof. The idea with this house is that I have it finished by mid-August, because then I have to go off for work for a couple of months, and when we return, then I want to be able to live in this house while we renovate the rest of the house. Reason being is because I'm staying in the camper van on the camping now, which will close in October. Yeah, I want to be able to stay in the house also when I'm staying basically on the job site. My days will get more efficient, I think. There's no running away from it anymore. So yeah, plenty to do. Today we're gonna start on the roof, finally, doing some carpentry work. I've been looking forward to it actually. Another gadget that I bought is the Philips Hue system, the hub, and some lights, and now also a power socket. So I can control the power socket with my phone, and in this case I have the vacuum cleaner connected to it, so that when I'm away from the vacuum cleaner, like up here on the roof, I can just control it with my phone. Hey Siri, turn on living room. No, I still have to figure out how to do it on voice command. But it will be possible. I know this for sure. I've had the system before and I really like it. Yeah, this is a system I thought out. I cut all these little strips of wood from some leftover floor laminate that I had laying around for 3 years. Shows you never throw anything away. And I cut them to, say, a little bit shorter than a foot long. 25 centimeter. And now I'm stapling them together, overlapping each other, in the shape, the outer shape of the curved roof rafter. When they're all done, I'll take them off, and then it becomes just one long strip that is in the curve of the roof rafter. I lay that then over onto a beam of wood that I bought, and I can trace the curve onto the beam of wood and cut it to shape. So that's one of the things that kept me up at night, thinking of a system to easily transfer the shape of the current roof rafters to the new wood without having to do too much heavy lifting. So I've just made a new contraption for a beam on the other side of the roof, and these are the most curved beams, most banana shaped beams. This is exactly why I bought planks this wide, because for 2 or maybe even 3 particular beams on that side of the house, I'm gonna need the full plank in order to come with a plank that has the same curve as the roof, and that is 7.5 centimeters wide. Wow, shocking. Yeah, this is exactly 7.5 centimeters. This is the inside of the house. No, this is the exterior, the outside of the house, and this is the inside of the house. Yeah, so at this part, I'm going to be left with 7.5 centimeters. Exactly what I need. Sorry guys, sorry for the interruption, but I have something to say. You're watching now a re-edited, reconditioned episode of This Old French House. The episode that you're watching right now happened in the past. In fact, the house that we are rebuilding is basically finished right now, and it is up for sale. Yeah, unfortunately we have to sell it. Nadia and I have other plans. We are going to move to Nadia's mother country on the other side of the world. We can't have 2 houses at this moment. So yeah, the house is up for sale, and you know what? I really want you to buy it. The viewers of this channel should buy it. Not somebody who's never seen this channel before. So please see my email address below. If you want to have more information, write me a short email and I'll send you all the information you need to make an informed decision. Or an appointment to come by and have a look at the house. Thank you guys. Back to the video. You know, Jesus. What do you think of those goggles, eh? Make me look like Roy Orbison. I'm not sure whether I like them. If anyone has a better idea of good quality, decent work goggles, let me know. I'm very much in the market for those. I am expecting a comment from a boat builder or so, seeing me doing this, cutting a wooden beam like this, because this is not how you would do it if you would build a wooden boat. If you build a wooden boat, you take a beam, cut it to size, put it in a steamer, really long closed environment, and you pump steam through it for hours, maybe even days, I don't know. And then you take the hot wood out and you place it over a mold, clamp it down into the mold to the shape of the mold, because the wood is flexible after you steamed it so long. So you clamp it down on the mold, and and let it dry, and then the wood has formed to the shape that you wanted to, that you made the mold to. That's a proper way of doing it, but that's going way beyond the scope of this project. I am just trying to reinforce the roof, maintaining the shape that it has, and this is the way I'm gonna do it. We have received some really good news. And the good news is that all our proposed modifications to the house are approved by the authorities. Modifications, we can do whatever we want inside the house, we don't need approval for that. But for the exterior we do need approval, because we are close proximity to a monument, close proximity to a church. So the exterior of the house is protected. Less than a month ago, Nadia submitted all the documents, and yeah, less than a month, a little bit over 3 weeks, and we got a reply already. That's great. That's really fast. I'm reading it from my phone because the letter came in the mail, and I used the Google Translation app to scan the letter and to translate it, and it works fantastic. I got a full, and then I made screenshots of the translation, so I've got the letter in English on my phone now, and I was better able to understand what it said than Nadia was, who speaks fluent French. This is because there's a lot of legal terms and a lot of technical terms in it that she wasn't familiar with, but the translation is really good. What it says is that we can place windows in the house, but they cannot protrude the exterior wall. We can place roof windows, like what they call here Velux. Velux is a brand name, but they go by that name. We can install Velux in the roof, which is really cool. But they may not exceed 0.78 meter, so 78 centimeter by 98 centimeter. We can do a full new rendering on the exterior of the house, but we have to maintain the original color. Well, there's probably 4 or 5 different colors on the house right now. We just pick one and go with that. That's fine. We can take down what is now built on top of what's going to be a bathroom and make it into a roof terrace with large opening window doors leading to the master bedroom, or from the master bedroom onto the roof terrace. Really cool. Yeah, and those roof windows will be strictly integrated into the roof planes, no box forming a projection, and should not exceed, yeah, that's 78 centimeter by 98. And oh yeah, new windows in the walls on the street side and the garden side. They must refer to the principle of verticality. They must be taller than wide and made up of 2 casement windows with 3 panes per leaf. The glazing bars will be glued to the outside of the glazing. No integrated glazing bars. So all the windows will have to consist of 3 panes. for the look, because what they say is the glazing bars should be glued to the outside of the glazing. Now I've already bought windows for the small house, and they consist of one pane, so I have to fabricate some glazing bars and stick them on. The coatings will be made with lime and sand with a trowel finish of a color identical to the local coatings. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Fantastic. We can go ahead. We can go ahead. It's gonna be cool. So the interior you can do whatever you want, and we are going to break out a big wall later in order to create a large opening between the living room and the kitchen. Also upstairs we're gonna break down some walls. That's no one cares about that, but the exterior is protected, and therefore we have to ask for this permission that we just received from the mayor. I know of some constructions that are not legal. Even in our house there are some PVC window frames, some white PVC window frames. That's absolutely not legal. Never been asked for permission. Of course we could get away with doing things without having the permission, but what if you want to sell the house, or you know, do it straight from the beginning the right way? It's just saving a lot of hassle later. Cool. Very happy with this news. Very happy with this Oh, I'm not sponsored by Google or anybody else at this moment, but this Google Translation app has helped me heaps. So as you can see, I have installed the two beams that I've cutted in the curve of the roof, and underneath I have installed that black cloth. It's a material, a roofing material, to ensure that the roof is watertight. If there's any water coming through the tiles, then it will just run down and it will run out. Yeah, I have installed those two additional supports, and where the rafters join the beams, I'm gonna screw in here into the beam, two screws. On the other side, from the beam into this rafter, and probably some angle irons. And then after that there will be a short beam here connecting everything together with the next beam. In that way, in that case, everything is connected, apart from the top of the roof, but we'll do that later. So once I position a support under here, I will support the whole roof, basically. Once I position supports under all the beams, basically, I will support the roof, and I can start breaking this wall open for windows. There will be transverse beams, I think 3 or so, to support even more. I also don't want to over-engineer the roof, make it too heavy, because that's also not good. Yeah, this way it will be improved a lot, really a lot. As you can see, I have installed on this side 3 more brand new rafters. First measured it, made the template, cut them, then installed the barrier, vapor barrier. Then installed the rafters, then installed the beams across, tie the rafters together and provide more support to the roof. And then you can see I have positioned the horizontal beams, and I have positioned blocks in between the horizontal beams, tying it all together. So you tie together the rafters and the horizontal beam. I've done the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4 new rafters. For now I will add 2 more, and I've started putting these cross sections in. It looks all crooked, and it sort of is crooked, but that's because of the curve in the roof. You can't do everything spirit level straight and 90 degrees straight. This is a really strong construction. Basically have created the triangle now. I've only secured one of the rafters with the highest beam in the roof. I forgot the official name for it, but I will tie all the rafters to that highest beam, and then we've got a complete triangular construction. It's tied from that beam via the rafters onto the horizontal beams. That's just one. It's a lot of work, and you can also see here that the distance between the horizontal beams is not everywhere the same, but that's basically because I needed an extra support where that dent is in the roof. Yeah, you want to have it symmetric, but if the story explains why it's not symmetric, then it's also okay for me. So it's a lot of work. It's hot up there. It's a lot of climbing up and coming down again. But progress is made, and I'm really confident that that the roof is now stronger than it ever was. Yeah, I'll put 2 more rafters on this side, just because of that big dimple in the roof. I want to have that really fixed, secured, and strong. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I'm really pleased. I'm also really pleased that I have been able to reinforce the roof while maintaining that dimple. So from the outside it looks old and crappy, but the structure underneath is just super strong. Yeah, I find that really cool. Okay, that was it for today. Hey babe. Hello. Hi. Hi. How are you? Oh, you're at the beach. Okay. Oh, nude people. In right. So that's allowed in Spain. Oh, okay. Oh, no, enjoy. Make some photos for Facebook. Oh, traumatic. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm working. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, always working on the house. Always. There's not a day going by. Alright. Okie dokie. Oh, hey, watch my latest video. I've just uploaded it this morning. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, you're, you're such a bad fan. No, you're not my number one fan. My number one fan is there. No, you're not my number one fan. No. You should, yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, I'll let you go. I got some sewing to do. Okie dokie. Bye bye. Bye bye bye. There's a reason why this original roof rafter is curved and the others are not. So I just thought let's double it up with two new roof rafters. And they are secured to each other with 15 centimeter long screws. Screw it in from this side and from the opposite side. Yeah, so this is really strong. This roof is gonna be bloody strong. This will survive a hurricane. Yeah, pretty happy with the progress, I must say. It's a bit slower than I wanted, but we'll call that ambition. Hello there. Oh. How many times I've been up and down this ladder, I can't count anymore. So, the roof is being reinforced, has been reinforced. What I've done is I have installed 1, 2, 3, 4 more rafters on this side and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rafters on that side. This part is not yet finished because there's going to be a chimney going through the roof. I'll do that later. I might need to reinforce it in a different way. I have installed this damp barrier, vapor barrier in between. I've installed those horizontal blocks. Don't know how much function they will have, but I think they will at least create some kind of support. All the beams have been butted up against, not butted up, overlaying the top beam, and down on the wall plates they have been laying over the wall plate, screwed against the existing rafters, screwed against the horizontal floor beams, if you will, and I have installed blocks in front of them, screwing it all together. This has become now a triangular construction, all tied together. It is one. It is all connected to each other and supported, doubled up, and well, largely doubled up, not all the way. And this is a strong connection. Only this rafter and that rafter I had to do in two sections, otherwise I could not fit them in place. But the joint has been overlapped and screwed in and secured here with a metal strip and a doubling plate. So yeah, I'm really positive that this roof is stronger than it's ever been. this is gonna last at least another 50 years at least. I have closed off all the gaps with this expanding foam, and eventually I'm gonna place styrofoam insulation in all those roof cavities and finish it off with some nice woodwork. But I'll do that later. First we are going to do the window fitting, and I want to leave the roof open for that. I want to see how it responds to me supporting the roof by other means than the wall is doing now. Now, as you can see, it looks pretty crooked, but that is because there's a big dent in the roof. But I have tried to keep all those horizontal beams really horizontal, spirit level horizontal. But you can't everywhere because the wood is not super square, it's quite young wood. And the roof is definitely not square. So it's as square as it could be, but it will provide support. So I am going to conclude this roofing video for now. The roof is not finished, obviously. I need to put in the insulation. I need to put on the cladding. It's going to be wood cladding, it's going to be painted. Wood cladding on all four sides, really. I need to install electricity lines and install the floor and then paint it all. It's going to be white. But for now, this roof is finished for the next stage. And the next stage is going to be a spectacular one, something I've been laying awake over at night. It's going to be a big job, and it has all the potential to go horribly wrong. I am going to remove most of that wall there in the background and install 2 new opening windows. Yeah, it's going to be a biggie. Especially because I'm doing it alone and I have to carry a lot of weight. Yeah, okay, next week. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a big job for me. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next week. Cheers.